What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So if you haven't noticed with stimulus, a lot of people are talking about lowering the income cap, lowering that income cap from 75,000 down to 50,000, meaning that less people will qualify and less checks will go out. Biden talked about this, a number of Republicans talked about this, and it's something in everybody's head. Am I going to actually qualify for it because I made $75,000 over a certain period of time? Or I made $51,000 over a certain period of time. So we'll get into this, but before I start, please hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Also check out some of the credit card links if you're interested in that. Now, what I was saying was Sanders basically came out and said that it's absolutely absurd. Bernie Sanders said it's absurd that we would lower this income cap. There are a number of people that are affected by this pandemic, whether you made $50,000 or even $100,000. It just depends on your situation. And you can't really limit the groups or bring down the income cap because the other people that had stimulus in the first and second stimulus, they had that same income cap. Why lower it? If anything, increase it. You're basically taking away money from the people that did expect it to come. So it makes no sense for them to take this 75,000 and bring it down to 50,000. And there are a bunch of people that are saying this, mainly Bernie Sanders, who has always been for the people from what I've seen, talking about universal health care, Medicare for all. He's talking about giving people a livable wage. He's talking about this fact that, people need stimulus right now, unemployment, all of the different things that touch on a people perspective, not just a political perspective or a big business perspective. We're looking at this as saying that people do need this money. And if this does pass the fact that we would have less people that would get these checks, it would not be a good situation for a lot of people. Yes, you would be helping out a large majority of Americans, but there would be a large amount of Americans that are, taken aback by this. They thought that they were going to get $2,000, from the fact that you were campaigning for $2,000. Now, all of a sudden, that went from $2,000 back down to $1,400 because you tried to partner it up with the $600, even though the $600 was already a thing when you were campaigning for $2,000. Doesn't make sense. Let's put that somewhere else. But now you're looking to take away these checks from people that may really need it. Just because you made a certain amount of money doesn't mean you weren't affected by the pandemic. I know people specifically, and I'm not saying that, they shouldn't have been saving their money and that they deserve it or whatever. But if you lost your job and you made $100,000 a year, the pandemic is the thing that made you lose your job getting paid $100,000 a year. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. That person that made $100,000 that probably lived paycheck to paycheck, because 70% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account, ends up with no money, can't pay his bills or her bills, and they're kind of SOL. So nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be stuck in that situation and say, oh, I don't qualify for this. I make over $75,000 a year, or I make over $50,000 a year. It's just tough to narrow it down to see who was affected, I guess. And I understand where they're coming from to try and create some sort of unity or create bipartisan support in at least one portion of the bill. But it makes no sense. Don't lower that income cap. I don't believe that that's the right move. I think that we need to continue with the same income cap. And if it was $2,000 of a single check, that would have been better than $1,400. But, we still have some time as this goes by and as this, gets introduced to the House, the Senate, how they're passing this through. I just feel like they need to continue with what they had and not just stray away from what is necessary. So let me know what you think about this. I know there's a lot of people that may not need stimulus, but then there's a lot of people that do need stimulus. If you feel like the stimulus would help your life out, especially if you did lose your job, that took away some income, it took away some of your savings, whatever it actually is, it affected your life in some way. And I feel like doing it this way is not the right way at all. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you hit the like button, take some time to hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you're interested in videos like this, or my investing videos, or my credit card videos, personal finance, anything like that. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.